And good evening, everybody. And this is game number 18 of 162 for the Boston Red Sox 2025 game breakdown series. And let's just get to the stats on this game right now, because I have some thoughts about this game at the end. And yeah, this is a game that we're just gonna get to the stats, talk about both teams, get to the stats, and then at the end I'll have more thoughts there at the end. But let's get to the stats first. All right, we have Jarren Duran, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. Rafael Devers, 3 at-bats, nothing. Blake Sabol, 1 at-bat, 1 hit. Alex Bregman, 4 at-bats, nothing. Willie Abreu, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. Trevor Story, 4 at-bats, 1 hit. Tristan Casas, 3 at-bats, he had nothing on the stat sheet. Christian Campbell, he had 3 at-bats, 1 run, 2 hits, an RBI, and he did have a home run in this game. Definitely the player of this game. I am very happy with how Christian Campbell has played for the Boston Red Sox. He has done very, very well. And that is it for all the nice things I'm going to say about the Red Sox for this game. Just a warning here. But Christian Campbell, he did very, very well in this one, so congratulations to him. He was definitely a player of the game for the Red Sox. David Hamilton, 3 at-bats, nothing. Carlos Narvaez, 3 at-bats, nothing. Oh boy, now we get to the pitching. Tanner Houck, 2.1 innings pitched, 10 hits, 11 earned runs. I'm going to repeat that again. 11 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Yeah. Michael Fulmer, 2.2 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Okay. Greg Weissert, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Better. Josh Wininski, he had 1 inning pitched and 3 strikeouts. Even better. He did very well. Bennett Bernardo, he had 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout. For one inning of work, that's not that good. That's not that good. But pitching was... Oh, boy. All right. Rays. Yandy Diaz. 4 at-bats. 2 runs. 2 hits. 2 RBIs and a home run. Curtis Mead. 1 at-bat. There we go. 1 at-bat. He had nothing. Brandon Lowe. 4 at-bats. 1 run. 1 hit. 1 walk. 2 RBIs. Junior Caminero. 5 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run. Jonathan Arnanda, 5 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Christopher Morel, 4 at-bats, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 RBIs. Coco Montes, he had 1 at-bat, he had nothing. Cameron Meisner, 4 at-bats, he had 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs for Meisner. Huge game for him. He is the player of the game. Quite easily. Tyler Walls, 4 at-bats. He had 2 runs, 1 walk, and 1 RBI. Danny Jansen, he had 5 at-bats, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI. And Jake Magnum, he had 3 at-bats, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, and an RBI. Shane Baz, 6 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 11 strikeouts. He destroyed the Red Sox. Hunter Biggie, 1 inning pitched, and he had 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. And Eric Orzi, he had 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, and a strikeout. So the Rays dominated. The Rays dominated. So as you can tell, by the amount of just insane stats the Rays had, the Rays won this one. And they won this one going away with it. It was done after the 3rd inning. This game was over after the 3rd inning. 16-1 was the final. This was the worst game I have ever listened to or watched in Red Sox history. In my Red Sox history. I listened to this on WEI. And this game was over after the third inning. This game was just done. And this was hard to get through. I listened to the whole game. I really did. I listened to the whole game. This was hard to get through after the third inning because I knew it was done. It was 13-1 after it was 14-1. I mean after 3, 14-1 after 3 innings. So those last 6 innings were very, very hard to get through. And they were bad. They were bad. The Red Sox were bad. No defense. Kept dropping easy plays. They didn't even show up. They got annihilated. And it was just not a fun game. 16 hits the Rays got. 16 runs on 16 hits. Huge misstep by the Red Sox losing this game. And it's just not great. Not great. But a little bit of a spoiler alert for these next 2 games. It does get better. So this game, maybe it's a lesson learned for the Boston Red Sox. Maybe it's a lesson learned for the Boston Red Sox. But this game was atrocious. Atrociously bad. Hopefully this is the last time they lose it by double digits for a while. But this game is just oh boy, I want to forget this game. I think everybody who is a Boston Red Sox fan wants to forget this game. And not a good look. Not a good look at all. Especially against the Rays, who I don't believe are going to make the playoffs. Or if they do, they'll get eliminated probably in the first round. Like the Rays are not a team in the AL East where they're going to compete too much. You know, I mean, the Orioles are a little bit a step behind as well. But really, going into the season, it was the Yankees and the Red Sox. People were thinking Yankees and Red Sox are going to compete in the AL East. The AL East altogether hasn't really been amazing. The Yankees have kind of picked it back up. They were struggling there for a while, but they picked it back up. But again, boy, this game, this game was bad. This game was absolutely horrendous, and I hope this is one of the last times we lose by double digits for a while, and hopefully we don't have to deal with that. And we have to do much better against the Chicago White Sox as well. And hopefully we can do that coming up into this weekend. But we still got 2 games to talk about for the Rays. Again, spoiler alert, they were much better. They were much better. And we'll talk about that coming up in these next 2 videos I'm going to be putting out here. But I want to thank everyone for listening to this video. And again, we're talking about the other 2 games for the Rays and the Red Sox. And this actually took place at Steinbrenner Field, which that was interesting. The Rays, so far seems to be doing pretty well. Seems to be doing pretty well with Steinbrenner Field. They would have missed about a 13-game homestand or something like that at Steinbrenner. And I think that's because of the weather. That could be coming in later on in the year. They want to get as many of their home games done early. Because, again, the weather. And they are not playing at Tropicana Field, which had a roof and now no longer has a roof. And the roof will not be ready for a while. And I mean, it may not be ready for opening day next year, which they were shooting for, and that might not happen. But I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what's going on with the Tampa Bay Rays and the stadium situation. It is a very long saga of back and forth between the city of Tampa and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's a very long saga, and it's continuing. It's a nightmare there in Tampa. But they were able to get a huge win here, 16-1. They were able to dominate the Red Sox, punish them, and they did a very good job of doing that. 16-1 was the final here. Just a game that every Boston Red Sox fan wants to forget, and I want to forget that too. And these next two games definitely helped in forgetting that this game even existed. So we'll talk about these next two games here. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll be back to talk about the Rays and the Red Sox once again for game number 2 of 3 of their series in the next video. Bye-bye.